Hello, I'm Erik Christensen from the NLS Norway Relocation Group, and I want to welcome you to this advanced strategic briefing. This session is meticulously designed for HR directors, global mobility managers, and the chief executive officers who invest massive resources into importing transformational leadership into the Norwegian market. Today we must systematically dismantle one of the most pervasive and destructive recruitment lies in global mobility. We are talking about the language ceiling and the fatal corporate myth that everyone in Norway speaks English, so you do not need to learn the language. When your talent acquisition team is trying to lure a superstar executive from London, Houston, or Singapore to Oslo or Stavanger, you naturally want to remove any perceived friction. You look at global proficiency indexes, confirm that Norwegians are among the best non-native English speakers on the planet, and you confidently assure your candidate the corporate language is English. You will be perfectly fine. Do not worry about learning Norwegian. However, I'm here to warn you that treating English as the sole language of influence for a long-term executive placement is a catastrophic strategic miscalculation. While English will allow your foreign manager to survive in the Norwegian workplace, it will absolutely prevent them from leading it. If your HR department relies on the English is enough myth, you are actively placing a hard ceiling on your executives' career capital, their operational influence, and their ability to build crucial workplace trust, tillit. The first brutal reality your international hire will encounter is the phenomenon of linguistic exile during informal moments. It is entirely true that formal boardroom presentations, official town halls, and slide decks will be seamlessly conducted in English. But as we have established in previous briefings, the real decisions in a Norwegian office are rarely made in the formal boardroom. They are made during the Kaffeprat, the casual coffee machine chats, over a shared lunch in the canteen, or during the 5 minutes of banter before the formal meeting begins. The moment the formal agenda pauses, the language of the room instantly defaults back to Norwegian. This is human nature. People relax in their own mother tongue. When this happens, your highly paid global executive is instantly rendered invisible. They are physically present, but linguistically exiled. They miss the crucial subtext, the subtle office politics, the sarcastic jokes that relieve team stress, and the informal alignment, forankring, that precedes actual execution. They become a transactional figurehead, disconnected from the emotional heartbeat of the organization. Secondly, we must address the cognitive tax placed upon the local Norwegian workforce. While your local team speaks excellent English, operating at a high strategic level in a second language requires a massive expenditure of mental energy. When a foreign leader forces the entire department to operate exclusively in English for years on end, it creates an invisible friction. Norwegian employees naturally become less nuanced in their arguments, less likely to debate passionately, and more likely to withhold complex ideas simply because they lack the exact vocabulary to express them as comfortably as they would in Norwegian. Over time, the local team begins to quietly resent the foreign executive for imposing this daily cognitive burden. The executive mistakenly assumes the team is passive or lacking innovation, entirely unaware that their own linguistic rigidity is suppressing the team's output. Thirdly, the English is enough myth becomes a severe liability when the executive must navigate the broader Norwegian stakeholder ecosystem. If your foreign leader needs to negotiate with the powerful local trade unions, tillitsvalgte, interact with local municipality politicians regarding zoning for a new project, or address regional media during a crisis, relying on English signals a profound lack of commitment. In the egalitarian Norwegian culture, a leader who has lived in the country for 3 years but cannot hold a basic conversation in the local language is viewed with deep suspicion. They are perceived as a transient corporate mercenary, not a vested stakeholder in the community. Finally, this myth absolutely destroys the accompanying spouse's ability to integrate. While a multinational corporation might operate in an English bubble, the local Norwegian job market does not. Over 70% of jobs in Norway are never advertised publicly. They are filled through local networking. A spouse armed only with English is effectively locked out of this hidden job market, leading directly to the spousal stagnation and day 90 resignation risks we so frequently warn against. At NLS Norway Relocation Group, we help strategic HR departments smash the language ceiling through strategic linguistic integration. We do not treat Norwegian language lessons as a cute optional perk on a benefits menu. We advise our corporate clients to mandate language acquisition as a core executive KPI for the first 12 months of the assignment. We partner with specialized B2B linguistic coaches who do not just teach experts how to order a beer at Aker Brygge. They teach them high-level corporate vocabulary, culture idioms, and the active listening skills required to decode the Kaffeprat. We also do this to partnering with our own language school, NLS Norwegian Language School. We equip your leaders to read the room, understand the subtext, and transition from being an outside observer to an integrated, influential local leader. If you want your multi-million kroner global talent to truly command the Norwegian market, they must learn to speak its language. Please visit our website at NLS Norway Relocation.no, NLS Norway Relocation.no, or our language school NLS Norwegian.no to learn how our advanced linguistic integration solutions can protect your executive investment and unlock their full leadership potential. Look forward to partnering with you.